This may not make much sense, but bear with it. 1. God begun. But at the same time, 0 can be said as none. But we'll get back to that. 1. God begun. 2. Plus woo. Water from the top all around. 3. T is a line down going over, meeting an H is a line down going over, meeting an R, which is a line down going over, meeting an E at that center and swooping around, making that a unit. Another E swooping around, saying it's moving forward, continuing on. 4 comes forth, force. What for? Why for? 'Cause. Why for? 'Cause. 5. V. Roman numerals. Roman. As you become one who can roam. R-O-M-A-N. One who is able to roam. 5. You're alive. V. Roman numerals. So, pneumatic, when we talk about our brain. So 5 is where we're alive. Or derived. Have arrived. I'm throwing in words, but still keep listening. 6. A line coming down only from the top in a circle. So everything below is already there. 6. Okay, so 6 sticks where it's at. 6th. And inside that circle down there is sex. And all kinds of sick stuff. And seconds. And then 7. There's a line along the top. So there's a line up there, which is continuing as sort of an arrow, a diagonal arrow where the 7 meets the diagonal line coming up. So there's a straight line on top going that way, meeting a diagonal line moving upward and forward, meeting it that way. So the 6 was a circle down there. The 7 is a slash, cutting it, making it just about even with 1/2 of an arrow going towards the 7, linear. 8, there was already 1/2 on that top of the 7 was indicating that the first half on the left was already encompassed. And the slant pointing to the left or to the right at the top of the 7 was referring to moving forward. The 8 encapsulates both the above and the below with 2 circles. A lot of times the 8 is depicted as the top being smaller, but that's because that's like that indicates not only your mind, but when you go up higher out of the body, it indicates God and heaven, those kind of things. 9, after you have 8, that's a complete unit. It's crisscross, it's all there, it's none. Or, at the same time, divine, because you are now D. Let's say the first 8 was a vine, an octave, okay? Octave, okay? And at the end of that word, octa, and then there's VE, vital energy. So 8 is infinite. 9 is VE after that 8, octa, you know? It's not octo or octave, like it's not identified yet. It's just that octa, which is like that solid energy of 8 activated as A. All it is in its purest form, adolescently, and all it is, just not changed yet. And then 9 is no 1, as in it's right before 10. There's no 1 in the equation yet. We're not in double digits. So 9 is divine. 10 begins tension, And when things are tense and pretend, when you tend to things, when you have tender, there's one or the other, 1-0. So it's one there and none other. Double digits. 11. It's 1 and even, but it's also 11th. Like elv, E-N-T, which is entity here. So I'm trying to put these into people words because we're getting into the bigger metaphysical stuff that most people don't talk about. We talk about less stuff like 10 is the top of the thing, but then we go to 11, then we go to 12, and this is how it goes to 12 with the alphabet like that, or with the letters like that. And 12 is, well, 11 is 1 and another elven, which means something small and little that you don't see. Because you're all 1 anyway, so you're just 1. It's 1 next to a 1, which really isn't there, but you think it's there. And then, because we act as if 10 is a complete unit of something, of tense, you know? So we think we have that full attention at 10, like we say, from 1 to 10, a level from 1 to 10, because it just makes sense to us here, because we can't comprehend digits that are other than 1 and 0. After that, we get into 1 and another subject, and that other subject is an elven. It's even with us, because it is us, but it's just overload at that point. Okay, and then 12, the top of the clock, we have 1 with 2 elves, 12th. So, and then 13 is that kooky number. It's a 1 into a 3. 13th. T-E-E-T-H. Or N-T-H. We'll get farther into that later. I'm parked on the side of the road because if you could hear it, my door thing came open and it was going boom, 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 so I had to go down and lock it. But I'm parked on the side of the road, so it's just a weird time, and I was trying to explain it while I was driving, so I should have more or less done it when I was in that spot, but instead I was trying to do what I could from where was I at. So, till next time, peace.